Ladies and gentlemen, my name is Morgan, and bid you all welcome back to Dragon Age Origins. Probably got about 2 episodes of this left. Main series, at least, because we still got a whole bunch of DLC that I want to try and get through, if I have the enthusiasm for it. But, seeing as this has been by far the longest it's taken me to finish a series, I think we're due to wrap it up soon. The last thing we have to do before the final onslaught, the only other side quest I have left, assuming I didn't miss any, is the last of the crime waves. And that won't take us all that long, but I figure the final battle of sorts will probably be too long for one episode, because we have to get to Redcliffe, and this being a BioWare game, something bad is going to happen as soon as we get there, so that's going to take up some time as well. We'll do the prep work, we'll have the conversations we need to have, and then move on to the final battle, probably in episode 67, and be done with it. So, shall we? Let's go on. We need to... I believe this is the right place. We need to acquire the Tears of Andraste that were apparently stolen from the Chantry. Okay. Actually, I did do this off screen, but seeing as I take so long to do the episodes, I kind of forgot what I was looking for. I think this is the right place, so... Let's get started. We've been here before. We were baited here. And, now we're here for real to get some real treasure. There are fools. Right. So obviously, they're gonna come after us. I say we pull them just to avoid... You're getting sloppy. Just to avoid too much trouble, because there's a lot of traps, as you can well imagine. Yeah, so as usual, we've kind of come at this a little bit later than, you know, we're probably meant to, so we're overpowering everything we run into here. That's assuming I didn't... Okay, I never switched it back to easy mode for any dumb reason. Take that. What the hell just happened? He went flying. It's like he slipped on a banana peel or something. I think it was possible to do this stealthily. Right. I don't really see much point. I believe there's like a pot of soup or something that we could have poisoned. Stuff like that. No real need. None of these guys are that difficult. I don't think there's any advantage to doing it quietly. And I'm pretty sure this Bann that we're intruding upon was a Logain supporter anyway. So yeah, there's a deathroot extract in here for some reason, which we would use to poison these drinks. Which we can't do now because we've already raised the alarm. So, if we can't kill them with treachery, we kill them by bloodshed. I think there are mages, so we do have to be aware of that. Yeah, he got force fielded. Wowie Kazowie. Are you gonna do it or not, for Christ's sake? Woman. Driving me nuts. We must have victory. Well, alright then. So, yeah, we have to fight our way down to the cellar. Last time we broke in from below, obviously that path has likely been reinforced. So we have to fight our way in instead. I don't know if there's a whole lot of point to getting through all of this.
Let's get started.
Logan, you want to contribute? You are one of our warriors, after all. Cool. There's something like assorted, like, I don't know, meaningless treasure in here. At this point in time, I don't think wealth is really going to do us too many favors. But, might as well grab anything we can.
Enemies approaching.
Oh, you look important. Take that. Oh, not so tough, are you?
This should be easy enough.
Oh, wow. You know, who puts vases in trunks, in chests? Like, what the hell is the point? Vases are there to look nice and look expensive. Doesn't look like anything when you hide it.
Let's get started.
Oh boy, that's a bunch of them. How's he doing? Oh, he tried to Tempest. That was a close call. That would have been unhealthy.
As you wish.
Alright, so now it starts to look familiar. I think that door was closed before we started from here. This whole area kind of confuses me. I guess it's like alleyways, but...
As you wish.
I thought it was actually somewhere inside the castle.
This should be easy enough. Come, you can do better than that.
Oh, can he? I don't think he can. Whoosh. Ooh, what have we here? I used a key. Ah, yes. I'm trying to figure out what the hell is causing these knockdowns I have. It doesn't seem like it's any of these weapons, so I'm not sure. It must have gotten a skill or something I wasn't aware of. But it seems like my rogue, for whatever reason, is knocking people down left and right.
As you wish.
So I had spotted this before. I didn't realize when we were here last time, we weren't allowed to get to that straight away. We had to get to this quest, and then that bookcase could be interacted with. Now we get down here.
Trap.
And I'm going to tell everybody, just chill the heck out. As there is golems. Likely activated by these traps, so...
Trap.
Gotta get through
Trap.
with caution. 'Cause I don't feel like dealing with thems. Yeah, I'd like to know how this Bann, what's his name, managed to get golems.
Trap.
Considering
Let's get started.
dwarves can't even get them anymore, and they're the ones who fucking
Trap.
invented them.
Right.
Anyway. Open this door. And within,
This should be easy enough.
we find some weapons.
Let's get started.
A cabinet going through the wall. Some armor. And the stuff itself. Tears of Andraste. Which we must return to the Chantry, I guess. Out of all of these crime wave quests we've done, this is the only one that we don't do for personal profit, and it's the last one. This is done just to prove a point. I, frankly, would prefer to prove that point by, you know, personal profit. But it ain't my business. Naturally, people move in behind us.
Direct me.
I'm trying to, but you're not doing what I tell you. So, first thing first, I think we gotta halt the mages. We got Il Capitano. I think we should probably go for him first. Maybe we can petrify him.
I shall do it. Very well.
Boy, that was a bad blast. I'm not sure why it took so long to get the crushing prison off. Ah!
Fight another day.
Right.
He just went down like a rock. Alrighty then. Job's done. Wait for Morgan to get herself back in order.
On it.
Nothing back here. This is, that was the red herring that we encountered last time. But now, we move on. I think that's the only ambush they move in after the fact, but we can go back, clear out the rest of these rooms if we want to. I don't think they aid us in any way, except it's possible that this lever that we found in here before might have needed to be activated in order to move that bookcase. I'm not terribly sure.
A little frantic. I can see why.
Ah, god dang it all. Keep attacking, dork. I suppose by doing that, we can, you know, rest assured there won't be any retribution from this Bann, because he has no men left. Always a plus. And this is our ticket back out. Back to Denareem. Alrighty, goodly done. Get back to old Slim Shady over here. And deliver him the goods.
You did it. You really did it.
Damn right I did.
Tomorrow, everyone will be talking about this. Bann Franderel will be humiliated. Can I have the tears? I've arranged an anonymous delivery to the Chantry.
Anonymous? I'll bet. You're just going to steal all the credit. Can I deliver it myself?
I suppose you could drop it off in the charity box. I considered that, but I didn't want anything to trace the crime back to us. But you have a more legitimate reason to be there than I.
I trust you.
It will, Warden. It's been an honor. I wonder if history will ever know the full story of what we've done. Good luck.
Alrighty. Well, we do get 10 gold out of it, so it's not like it was purely selfless. There was just no promise of reward, necessarily. But yes, that is good. So now, I guess, since the only other side quest we have is Drake Scale Armor, and I think I fucked that up by selling Drake Scales before. So that's another one of those we're just never going to be able to finish. I apologize. So for now, we're going to have to move on to Redcliffe and prepare for our final battle, face off against the archdemon itself. Oh, God. Oh, it's just this loser. Old Tegrine.
You have fine weapon and arms.
I don't think this guy's stock ever changes. And it's never really been that good, so I don't know why we have to keep running into him. Yeah, I gotta check out that dagger. It's similar to my offhand weapon. Might be worth replacing it. Because my offhand weapon only has rune slots. This is equivalent plus all those extra bits and bobs. I never really checked on these other weapons we got. Go ahead and replace that. Recover those runes when I can. These will not help me. Oh. Well, never gonna be able to use that again. It actually seems very good. I don't know why I haven't been using that. You don't have anything, so I might as well give you some of this. Borders yet to be. What the fuck? Actually seems worthwhile. Damage versus Darkspawn will surely help us here, so we'll add that. Well, okay. Let's move on. Alrighty, things look more on fire than the last time we were here. Something tells me that ain't good.
It's you! The Grey Warden!
No, it isn't.
Andraste's mercy that you got here when you did. I thought for sure these monsters were going to get me.
What happened? Where is everyone?
They all fled to the castle this morning, before the Darkspawn arrived.
Well, you should have gone with them.
I could make it to my home and back before they got here, but it took me too long to get down here. What a relief you arrived.
Well, aren't you stupid? You should get to safety.
I'm going to get out of here before any more of those things arrive. Thank you again.
As always, shit hits the fan right as we're about to hit a milestone. Now, it seems like we've still got the bug where the Darkspawn are only taking one hit apiece.
Let's get started.
Well, not the elite ones. No, God, kill him. Gotta do chain lightning. Oh, we got dire wolves. Yeah, so I'm not sure if, like, the levels of these Darkspawn enemies got bugged for some reason.
Started.
But pretty easy to just take care of them.
Let's make this quick, shall we?
You know, just pop shots with the bow and take care of them. I don't have any, like, special arrows equipped, do I? Good, I don't want to waste them on this garbage.
Darkspawn approach. What?
There's a lot of, like, commander types. As usual, there's slightly tougher versions. They're the only ones that didn't get the... What are you doing, Win? Are you fucking mad? Now, Win can take care of all this herself. How silly. Alright, group up. So if you had any business to do in Redcliffe, you have to do it before the lands meet, because otherwise you run into this shit.
As you wish.
And everything, all the shops and everything,
Let us end this.
the chantry,
As you wish.
the smith, the tavern, it all goes to shit.
Let's get started. Show me what you got.
Damn, I didn't get the cool kill. Oh, he got crushed imprisoned. Oh, there's another ogre. Alright, here, give it back to him. You, meanwhile, go ham.
Let's get started. On it.
Oh, damn. Logain, you are just a pile of trash. Okay, well, that was disappointing. Now, why are you letting this thing get away with that? What the hell? It was like hailing as fast as we were hurting it. Oh my god. There's always gotta be another one. Hang on, I didn't think Topaz was blue. Yeah, color of sunshine is blue. The fuck? Not sure how that happened.
On it.
Alright, well, we've cleared the village. Can't get in... Yeah, I don't care. Can't get into anything, so we just gotta head back up to the castle.
Let's get started.
You... take one of those. You're the only idiot who could have gotten yourself knocked down in this place. Alright.
Darkspawn approach.
Oh boy.
I need their blood.
Can you do anything?
Direct me.
Whoa! Everything's died. The very slight, like, AoE splash damage from that stone fist just obliterated everything. Right, I want everyone up there because they get, like, reinforcements in the courtyard. So if I can get everyone up the stairs, I can do, like, a Tempest Storm of the Century down here. Probably wipe them all out as they respawn. You halt, everybody halt.
Your orders?
Wham bam. I love how like the Storm of the Century just seems to break the music.
Weapons at the ready.
Or maybe not this time. Oh, they're not getting close enough. Oh no, they're dropping. It's like it... No, they're not. The fuck is going on? Okay, there we go. Now I got their attention.
As you wish.
That's weird. They must have all just been standing right outside of it. That's unfortunate. Yeah, now they move. Crying out loud.
On your guard!
I'm on my guard. I think there's another ogre who shows up.
Next!
I'm waiting. Alright, everyone's just up there screaming. Oh, no, there's just one idiot left down here. Also screaming.
Look at this mess. I love it.
Take that. There. Man, y'all couldn't handle that. They were like one hit apiece. Anybody here have a name? Oh, well, there's the big boy. Oh, no you don't. There we go. Wow. Man, took him down the stairs. That was as stylish as it gets.
My lady, you're here. Thank goodness.
What happened here?
I don't rightly know. Riordan of the Grey Wardens arrived this morning, just ahead of the Darkspawn. I was told he has urgent news and to send out patrols to watch for your arrival. Then we were attacked.
Wait, I must prepare. Can you hold the Darkspawn for now?
There might be stragglers, but you seem to have taken care of most of them out here. That's rather remarkable, really.
Not really. That's kind of my job.
This should be easy enough.
It is what I do. So let us get the, grab all this good stuff out here. I don't know if I ever took the dog to stake his claim on that tree, but I think it only helps when the dog is actually in your party, so since I never use them, it doesn't seem to matter. For whatever reason, we can't get in the front door. We have to ask him to let us in.
I was told to watch for your
Yes, we
arrival,
heard.
Warden.
Take me inside.
I should take you to the hall right away, my lady. They'll be waiting for you there.
So proper, my lady everything.
It's a relief to see you unharmed. And you as well, Loghain.
Yes, what a pleasure to see you again.
The Darkspawn that attacked Redcliffe were relatively few in number, I'm afraid. It was assumed the Horde was marching in this direction, but that is not true.
Riordan tells us that the bulk of the Horde is in fact heading towards Denerim. They are perhaps 2 days away from the capital.
How certain are we that this is good information?
I ventured close enough to listen in, as it were. I am quite certain.
Why did we think they were headed here?
The Darkspawn line is wide, and many of them roam away from the main Horde. Until now, most of them have been spotted here in the west.
Not to mention that our forces have been distracted by the Civil War.
There is, I'm afraid, one other piece of news that is of even greater concern. The Archdemon has shown itself. The dragon is at the head of the Horde.
Make her preserve us.
And we won't be able to reach Denerim within 2 days.
We must begin a forced march to the capital immediately with what we have. Denerim must be defended at all costs.
The Archdemon is what's important.
And only the Grey Wardens can defeat the Archdemon. That is why we must go.
Then we march. And hope the army collected here gives you the chance you need. Arleman, how long before the army can set out?
By daybreak, Your Majesty.
Then give the order. The longer we delay, the longer Denerim will be at the mercy of the Horde.
Just how are we supposed to defeat this Archdemon?
An excellent question.
Then you don't know.
No.
Of course not. You're both new recruits Duncan wouldn't have expected.
I will give the orders at once, and will notify you the moment we are ready to march.
Excellent.
Perhaps you and Loghain should meet me before you retire for the evening. There are things we need to speak of.
I will have someone show you to your rooms. I suggest you all get some rest while you can. We will need it.
Well, the case has gotten somewhat complex.
And what word have we from Orzammar? Has House Claret sent their men or haven't they?
They're stalling, which is as good as a no.
House Claret's feud with House Fromald has flared up again since their son died in that Deep Roads business. So naturally they're pleading the need for self-defense.
Fine time to start with that nonsense again. I've half a mind to... Evening to you, Grey Warden. I didn't realize you were still up and about.
Is there a problem with the Dwarven forces?
Nothing that can be dealt with now, I'm afraid. Just one of the houses being thicker than the stone that made them.
Once all of this blight business is done, there will be a reckoning in the assembly.
They're probably half hoping we'll all wind up dead. That way they'll have one of the strongest forces left in Orzammar.
Enough to face the Darkspawn all on their own, I suppose? That's exactly the kind of half-arsed thinking that got us into the mess after Endrin passed.
It was our good fortune that you decided to go to Orzammar when you did, Grey Warden. For all that a surfacer needed our help, I expect we needed yours more.
Shouldn't you all be resting?
Resting? Who can rest after the march we had just getting here? You tall races have it so easy.
That and we're kept up thinking about the coming battle.
Are things truly that desperate? Do we stand a chance of losing?
More than a chance, my friend. Don't we always?
There's a reason to get drunk, if ever I heard one.
Right. Off to camp with both of you, and keep the drunkenness to a minimum. We have a long way to go yet. Pleasant evening to you, Grey Warden, and good fortune on the field of battle.
To you as well, my friend. So, let us move on.
Right.
I guess whole Riordan has some important stuff for us. All our companions have nicely assembled in here.
I got a moment's haze, sure.
Nothing that they don't say outside of camp.
I know what you're going to say, and I'm just going to spare you the trouble. You've chosen...
Shit, I meant to not talk to her. Because I forgot about this. I was trying to skip this because it tanks her approval even though Alistair isn't here anymore.
I'm not stupid. This is...
Yeah, that's not good. Fuck. I think we're gonna have to live with it. I don't feel like going through that battle again. I don't have anything to give her, do I? Nope. Oh well, we're gonna have to live with it.
I am listening.
Yeah, none of them have anything new. Anything they wouldn't say in camp, they aren't gonna say here.
You and your friends are formidable folk, indeed. It's good to have you along on the road. I'm sure...
So he chills here. This will be our chance to slap on some... well, we can't use that anymore. Doesn't matter. Kinda garbage. Won't need that. Don't need those. Alright, so I've done that. Apologies for going silent all of a sudden. Where do I go to get to my room? Because none of these doors will open. I gotta talk to you first.
Marrying Alistair to Honora would not have been my first choice. Still, it does keep the Theron bloodline alive, and Honora is a fine ruler. So I suppose I owe you thanks, Warden.
Damn right you do.
All of Ferelden does.
Are there any other allies we can use?
We have sent messengers to Orlais. With any luck, the Empress will send us help within a week. I think it entirely possible, however, that she has written Ferelden off as a lost cause already, and will seek to defend her empire first. Perhaps the Grey Wardens of Orlais will be able to march and reach us in time. We should not rely on their arrival, even so.
I should get to my room. But how do I do that? Oh. Now that I've looked at the mini-map, I know where to go.
As you wish.
Oh, I wish.
Let's see what this Riordan has to say.
Let's.
You're both here. Good. Please know I assumed you had already been told. Otherwise, I would have told you this when you freed me in Denerim. I'm sorry.
If you're trying to tell us that the Darkspawn taint will eventually mean our death, we do know this.
No, it's not that. I wish it were. Tell me, have you ever wondered why the Grey Wardens are needed to defeat the Darkspawn?
I thought necessary might be an exaggeration.
It is no exaggeration, I'm afraid. The Archdemon may be slain, as any other Darkspawn, but should any other than a Grey Warden do the slaying, it will not be enough. The essence of the beast will pass through the taint to the nearest darkspawn and will be reborn anew in that body. The dragon is thus all but immortal. But if the archdemon is slain by a Grey Warden, its essence travels into the Grey Warden instead.
That doesn't sound very healthy.
A darkspawn is an empty, soulless vessel, but a Grey Warden is not. The essence of the archdemon is destroyed, and so is the Grey Warden.
The Grey Warden that kills the archdemon perishes.
Yes. Without the archdemon, the blight ends. It is the only way.
Why is this such a secret? Why doesn't everyone know about this?
We keep it secret for the same reason the joining is kept secret. Who would become a Grey Warden if they knew the end that might await them? And yet there must be Grey Wardens. Without us, there is no hope.
So it's up to the three of us to kill this thing.
In Blight's past, when the time came, the eldest of the Grey Wardens would decide which amongst them would take that final blow. If possible, the final blow should be mine to make. I am the eldest, and the taint will not spare me much longer. But if I fail, the deed falls on you. The Blight must be stopped now, or it will destroy all of Ferelden before the rest of the Grey Wardens can assemble. Remember that. But enough. There will be much to do tomorrow, and little enough time to rest before it. I will let you return to your rooms.
Then this will be dealt with soon. One way or the other.
So it will. Let us hope it ends for the better.
I prefer to make sure rather than invest in hope.
You should get some sleep before morning. There will be much to do when the army marches.
Indeed.
This should be easy enough.
Do not be alarmed. It is only I.
I could see that. You're quite distinctive. Is everything all right?
I am well. 'Tis you who are in danger. I have a plan, you see. A way out. The loop in your hole.
In my hole?
I know what happens when the archdemon dies. I know a Grey Warden must be sacrificed, and that sacrifice could be you. I have come to tell you that this does not need to be.
Well, that's an abrupt change from the twist we just got. What do you mean?
I offer a way out. A way out for all the Grey Wardens, that there need be no sacrifice. A ritual. Performed on the eve of battle, in the dark of night.
Just what sort of ritual is this?
It is old magic. From a time before the Circle of Magi was created. Some would call it blood magic, but I think that means little to one like you.
The hell's that supposed to mean? Where did you get this ritual, Morrigan?
From Flemeth, of course. I have known about it for some time.
So you knew about the sacrifice before Riordan told me?
I did. Would you have believed me if I had been the one to tell you? I have my doubts.
I trust you more than him. Nothing comes without a price.
Perhaps. But that price need not be so unbearable, especially if there is much to be gained. All I ask is that you listen to what I have to offer, nothing more.
What is your plan?
What I propose is this. Convince Loghain to lay with me, here tonight, and from this ritual a child shall be conceived within me. The child will bear the taint, and when the archdemon is slain, its essence will seek the child like a beacon. At this early stage, the child can absorb that essence and not perish. The archdemon is still destroyed with no Grey Warden dying in the process.
That sounds extremely convenient. Does the child become a darkspawn?
Not at all. It will become something different. A child born with the soul of an old god. After this is done, you allow me to walk away, and you do not follow. Ever. The child will be mine to raise as I wish.
How do you even know this will work?
This is what my mother intended when she sent me with you. She was the one who first gave me this ritual and told me of what I was meant to do. This does not surprise you, does it? Did you not wonder why Flemeth saved your life? Why she aided you? This is why. What is important is that I am offering this to you now. It will work, and it will save your life.
You actually think Loghain will agree to this?
Because he is bound to obey you, he will comply. Consider the alternative. If Riordan fails, do you think Loghain will hesitate? He will die, redeemed as the hero he wished to be, rather than the villain he deserves to be. And you? Will they remember you, do you think? Or will you be just another Grey Warden who accompanied the great Loghain? I think you have many good reasons to tell him to save his own life. I think you should consider them carefully.
Wait, I want to know more about this child.
As you wish.
The child won't be hurt, will it?
Ignoring that after but one night it could barely be called a child.
Whoa,
no,
hang on there.
It will not be hurt. It will be changed.
Will the child be evil? What will it become?
Allow me to say that what I seek is the essence of the old god that once was, and not the dark forces that corrupted it. Some things are worth preserving in this world. Make of that what you will.
What if Loghain wants to see the child?
I truly doubt he would, but even if he does, he will not. It is all I ask for in return.
What do you intend to do with this child?
I do not wish to tell you.
I insist. I need to know what you plan.
The child will represent freedom. For an ancient power, a chance to be reborn apart from the taint. Is that not reason enough to do it? I will raise the child apart from the rest of society and teach it to respect that from which it came. Beyond that, you need know nothing else.
I see. Enough about the child, then.
Then you have decided?
Alright, I agree. I'll do it.
A wise decision. I shall wait here then while you go and speak with Loghain. I urge you to be convincing.
I will do what I can. Does it have to happen here, though? Because I gotta sleep in that bed later. Anyway. So, the thing that annoys me about this, obviously we just got the twist. I mean, I'm sure astute players would have guessed before now that this was kind of the deal. But we just learned that a Grey Warden has to die in order to defeat the Archdemon. And immediately afterwards, Morrigan gives us a way to prevent that from happening. Not only that, but there is no real explanation for how that works. Because we're told that when the Archdemon is slain, its body is slain, the soul seeks a soulless vessel in the form of another Darkspawn. And the reason of a Grey Warden needing to be the one to slay it is that it's the closest body that bears a taint. And when the two souls collide with each other inside the body, both of them are destroyed. And obviously the Grey Warden is killed as well. How is it possible that a just conceived... I don't even think it's a fetus at that point, but a just conceived being who has sort of a second generation of the taint can somehow endure that? And if they got at least a little, a little hypothetical into the nature of, the soul in a just conceived, not even physically formed child, then you could at least get somewhere with it, but there's no explanation for it, why this ritual works when nothing else does. It's just a plot convenience, and that sort of thing bugs me. Because there's a lot of ways you could have gone with that, and they just chose to humor none of them. But, oh well, it is what we got. Let's see if we can convince Loghain to roll with it.
I'm surprised you're still awake. I was also surprised to see the Marsh Witch outside your room earlier, glowering quite intensely, even for she. Is something amiss?
Morrigan brought me an offer, actually.
And it involves me in some capacity?
You must take part in a magic ritual.
And? What is my part? Why did the witch not come and speak to me of this herself?
Because you need to sleep with her.
You're joking. You are joking, I hope. I see that you're not. I suppose I should not underestimate your capacity to take the bizarre approach when required. Just what is this ritual supposed to accomplish?
It will save whoever slays the Archdemon.
Ah, that makes sense. I can see why you might think that important. What kind of magic is this? I've never heard of such a rite. Sounds like nothing the Circle has ever spoken of.
Some kind of ancient magic of Flemeth's.
The abomination of legend. This is the source of the ritual? How charming. Even so, none of this is necessary. If Riordan fails, simply let me take that final blow. Let me make amends for what I've done, if it comes to that.
Even if that's what you want, it may not be an option.
That may be true. I could die before ever reaching the dragon. Still, this is unwise. Do not ask me to be a part of it.
I believe this is necessary, but I'll leave it up to you.
You could order me to obey you, yet you do not. If this is truly what you think is wise, then I will do as you ask. Let us find the Marsh Witch and do this thing quickly before I change my mind.
You know, not everyone here gets to tumble in the hay, as it were, right before the fatal battle.
'Twould seem your talk is done.
The witch wishes to get right to the point, it seems.
What is it to be, then? Has a decision been reached?
Loghain has agreed to your request.
You'll have to forgive me if I shut my eyes and think of my dead wife.
You would rather make love to a desiccated corpse than me. My, but you are full of the unexpected. Let us go somewhere more private, Loghain. This will not take long at all.
Yeah, not my room, please. And we have to watch it. May I just point out that Morgan's physique completely changes when she's not in her usual outfit. Not that I'm looking that closely, of course. Well, she seems to be more into it than I would have expected for something that's just supposed to be a business relation, so to speak. Well, seems we're getting into it. No chance to wait.
We have gathered all the forces we can. The Darkspawn Horde is sure to reach the capital before us. So we must race to Denerim as quickly as we can. The lives of many thousands hang in the balance. We must not forsake them. You have gathered an army to replace the one lost at Ostagar, Grey Warden. Let us pray that it will be enough.
You're dressed to impress.
Before us stands the might of the Darkspawn Horde. Gaze upon them now, but fear them not. The woman you see beside me is an elf, raised to the ranks of the Grey Wardens, and never a more glorious Grey Warden has there been. She has survived despite the odds, and without her, none of us would be here. Today, we save Denerim. Today, we avenge the death of my husband, your King Caelan. But most of all, today we show the Grey Wardens that we remember and honor their sacrifice. For Ferelden! For the Grey Wardens!
That was very inspiring. Well, unfortunately, it seems that something has gone wrong. But that's fine, because I was planning on ending the episode before the battle kicked off anyway. I didn't realize that it transitioned straight from that cutscene into this. So, ladies and gentlemen, thank you all very kindly for watching. Hope you enjoyed. And next episode, I guess we shall take the final stand against the Darkspawn Horde and the Archdemon. And this whole bit gets it's a bit of a diversion from the usual gameplay. Obviously, it's a more cinematic kind of event for the final battle, and it ends up we actually put all the allies we acquired to use, and we get the opportunity to use all of our companions at some point or another. I don't remember it too well. It's been a long time since I've gotten this far in the game, so I'll probably practice a bit off screen to make sure that we stay on task a little bit. So that way our final episode is not so disjointed as many of these episodes have been. But until then, ladies and gentlemen, don't forget to follow me on Twitch, subscribe to my stream archive channel, links in the description below if you're interested. Otherwise, have yourselves a wonderful night.